controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This series always seems to come right down to the final few plays, and last time they met, it was Utah pulling it out.
Utah made the plays when they needed to win a big rivalry game. Jesse, they executed better than BYU.
That's a good way to put it, David, because Utah is a program that every year they focus on the small details, and when the game was on the line, that's when they executed best.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Utah's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Utes are flying down the field. The give is to Williams. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They give it to him again. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wilson to pass. It's complete. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
With the catch, it's Warren. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they're not on the same page there.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And the Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Finds his man, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pulls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Might be changing the route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Going right to work up top. Extending the play. Makes a man miss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Defense showing blitz here. There's the pressure. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. Intercepted deep in his own end. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. What a huge call there. They had the turnover. Instead, the roughing the passer call takes it all away. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. He's looking to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A 1st down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Gets it out fast. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. 3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Got a man. It's Godfrey. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the right, and his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Here's a heat. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wilson will throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Caught in the backfield. It's Godfrey. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Utes looking to convert on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Wilson to pass. It's complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. On target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Warren. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. Boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll just down it right there. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch at the 35. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He's going to run it. On his feet at the 40.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Utes are rolling down the field. The give to the back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is a team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah's also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Brewer. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Brings it down on the right side. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. At the 35, he's loose. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wilson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Godfrey. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Utes are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to the well. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Utes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive. It starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run.
He's got it. First down and more. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.